Hello there, it's January 2020. No, it is not, or at least not anymore. I started filming this back in January. It is November now, still 2020, and this is where I'm finishing this project. This is the video for my trailer ramp slash loading dock, but let's start at the beginning. This project didn't need a lot of planning, or at least it didn't get a lot of planning. Anyway, the area here slopes a little bit towards the back, so first I did some excavation work to give the wall foundation a level surface. And a small tree or two got in the way and needed to go. It always hurts me a little bit to cut down the trees, but it's for the greater good. Next day, I went to the hardware store to get some concrete blocks and a few bags of concrete mix. Remember, all of this was filmed in January 2020, before COVID-19 was really a thing here in the US. I should have worn a face mask because of the concrete dust, but not because of the virus. The first row of these concrete blocks is the most critical. It needs to be level and it needs to be straight. If not, then the entire wall will be crooked. I'm not a very good mason, so I cheated a little. I used the 2x2 as a straight edge. I leveled it and now I have something to backfill with concrete. It is like pouring a concrete foundation, but instead of letting it cure, I set the blocks into the wet mix. This method really works well for me, and it is a fast way to get a straight and level foundation for a wall. Some individual fine-tuning is still possible with the rubber mallet. I'm pretty happy with the result after about an hour's worth of work. The second course needed some of the blocks cut. This is very fast with the diamond blade on the angle grinder. And, corona or not, this task for sure requires a mask. In total, the wall has 3 rows, each one 8 inches tall. While I don't think the soil it will be retaining will push it over, I thought some reinforcements can't hurt. I had some old metal fence posts laying around, so I used them to anchor the wall into the soil behind it. First, I cut a notch out of the post. Then I heated it up so it wouldn't break when bending the post a little over 90 degrees. Now I had some sort of an anchor I could hang into the wall and then bury it with the soil I was backfilling with. I don't know if this is really doing anything in terms of wall stability, but I think it can't hurt and it didn't cost me anything, and I think it looks cool. It will be buried with soil, but I can always watch it here in my video. And this is pretty much where I left it back in January. Concrete needs about 28 days to fully cure, so that gave me a good excuse to not do anything for a while. Fast forward to May 2020. I started building my tractor shed, I'll link a video down in the description, and what I excavated in this project I used to backfill my trailer ramp with. And fast forward again to November, still 2020. It is about time to finish this up. The wall needed a top cap and I'm using red and grey concrete pavers for that. Before I permanently attach them, I need to get all the snails out that found a new home in these open cavities. What the ramp also needed was some leveling of the area where the trailer parks, so the trailer floor is level with the top of the ramp. I had access to a huge pile of crushed limestone over at a construction site next door, so I spent a few hours driving over about 30 bucket loads of this stuff.
Plant a tree up on the hill. Days go by on your windowsill, and you're standing in its shade. Raise your children tall and proud. Chase away the lightning clouds until you finally get old and gray. We all fade away. Flag and make a stand, build a fence around your land, but by and by the stones will crumble down. Spend your life for what it's worth, but one day you'll return to earth and leave your DNA
I was contemplating renting a compactor to shake it all down, but instead just run the tractor over a few times. I might do this again in a few weeks and after it had rained a couple of times. And I think over time it will compact a little more, but this is not a high traffic area. I'm only parking the trailer here, so it won't be a big problem. And if it develops some ruts, I can just rake it up and compact again. I really like how it turned out. It is so much easier now to load and unload the trailer, get material in and out, get the lawnmowers in and out, and I think I will be using it a lot. That's it for today. As always, thank you for watching and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.